There are many kids shows that you may have watched as a child, but I bet you didn't know that some of these innocent kids shows hide a dark truth, and today we will be covering and exposing some of them, so make sure to like and subscribe. The first show that hides a dark truth is Teletubbies. Many said that the backstory behind this innocent show was actually scary, and that the story was based off of a creepy mental institution in Bulgaria. People also thought that the Teletubbies were used to represent the deformed kids, which I find pretty creepy.
Here are some fun facts that are not fun, but you should still know about them. Well, Teletubbies is a cute innocent show for kids, right? No! It's actually based on a mental institute in Bulgaria called La La Land. These kids were locked up for days and people forget to feed them. So Lala's real name was actually Tulip. Her face was so deformed that she looked like she was smiling.
I used to have nightmares about Lala.
She was locked up for so long her face turned yellow, and that's why she was the yellow Teletubby. Next we got the blue Teletubby based out of a Tollaway who was really naughty. One day he was punished by staying outside. Because of the cold he froze to death and he turned blue, and that's why he's the blue Teletubby. Next we got the green Teletubby named Dipsy. He puked and vomited all the time because he was always sick. When he puked on the floor, nobody cleaned it up, so he just lied in his vomit for months. So he got sicker and sicker and he turned green, and that's why he's a green Teletubby. And last we got Po, which actually was my favorite. Her real name was Polia. One day she was playing with mud and she came home really tired, so she fell asleep by the fire. Not knowing it was Po, someone came and thought she was a log and threw her into the fire! And that's how she died.
I never knew that the Teletubbies had such creepy backstories behind them. I will probably stop watching the show after this because of how creepy it is. The next show that hides secrets is Coco Melon. People found the show creepy for many reasons, but the main one being that the show apparently hypnotizes kids, and that the show Coco Melon also plays a creepy song. So as you can imagine, when people saw this, they got really freaked out. But this wasn't the only thing people were scared of, because apparently the main show hid some dark secrets in it.
There's a really crazy Coco Melon theory going around. There are some parents that are convinced that their child was speech delayed and would act in an aggressive manner after watching too much Coco Melon. I shouldn't be calling this a crazy theory actually, because it is something that was alarming parents, so that shouldn't be crazy, sorry. Both of my kids watched Coco Melon when they were babies, my nieces watched it, I've never seen anything weird come from it. There is an expert that thinks that Coco Melon is so hyperstimulating, which can actually act as a drug stimulant. The child's brain gets a hit of dopamine, and then after that they start experiencing withdrawal symptoms if you turn it off or they're not watching it anymore. So I want to hear it from all of the parents out there, professionals, everybody else. What do you guys think about that?
I think the show is highly addictive, that it causes kids to act out aggressively. This is why many people said it was like the show hypnotizes them. But there is another dark secret in Coco Melon regarding the son JJ. It seems pretty scary, so let's check it out.
There's a dark secret hidden in Coco Melon, and it all comes down to this baby. In our recent theory, we proved that JJ from Coco Melon must be at least 3 years old based on how much he walks, talks, and where he sleeps and poops. Yes, really. But JJ doesn't look 3 years old, and one big reason is he's basically bald. This is weird because children should have a full head of hair by age 2. And this isn't just some artistic choice made for Coco Melon characters. All of JJ's friends have full heads of hair, so what's going on here? Well, the evidence is pointing to JJ suffering from alopecia areata, a disorder where your immune system attacks your own cells. In this case, your hair follicles, resulting in bald spots as small as a coin or as large as your entire head. About 160 million people worldwide suffer from the disorder, often developing it during childhood. In fact, 1 in 1,000 children are diagnosed with alopecia areata. Thankfully, the disorder isn't dangerous, something I wish I could say about everything else JJ is going through.
I actually feel so bad for JJ. This is not the only thing he goes through. So even though Coco Melon seems kid-friendly, there's a lot of lore behind it. The next hidden secret is in a show called Bluey, where there was apparently a third child. I heard the story about the third child is really dark and sad.
Did you know that Bluey is a rainbow baby? A rainbow baby is a term for a baby that's born after the parents had a pregnancy loss. They are called rainbow babies because they bring back color into their parents' life. This all becomes more clear in the episode Rain, where Bluey is pointing at 2 rainbows while spending quality time with her mom Chili. But that's not all. In the episode The Show, Bingo and Bluey are performing in front of their parents. Bingo pretends to be pregnant by placing a balloon on her tummy. When the balloon pops, Bandit takes Chili's hand and they appear to have an emotional moment. The balloon pop suggests that Chili had a miscarriage and that Bingo and Bluey are rainbow babies.
Whoa guys, I never actually knew this. Sad secret in the show. Let me know if you guys knew about this. The next creepy secret was in the show, Hello Kitty. Apparently this show has a really dark backstory about her mom and her daughter.
These are scary cartoon truths that would terrify you, part 10.
Okay, so Hello Kitty was created back in the 1970s by a Chinese woman whose daughter had cancer. The doctors told the mother there was nothing she could do, and her daughter will die. The mother then went to every church and prayed for her daughter, but none of it worked. The mother then became very desperate and turned to devil worshipping and satanic rituals. She then made a pact with the devil himself. But if the devil cured her daughter's cancer, he wanted one thing in return. He wanted her to create a cartoon character to appeal to children all over the world and to trick people into worshipping the devil. And when her daughter recovered from cancer, she kept her promise and created Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty has no mouth because her daughter had mouth cancer. Her pointy ears represent the devil's horns. The word kitty means demon in Chinese, so Hello Kitty actually means hello demon.
Guys, I never knew this dark truth behind Hello Kitty. I don't think I'll be able to look at Hello Kitty the same after this. The last creepy secret was in this series called Max and Ruby.
In March of 2004, the scariest thing ever happened on kids' TV when Max and Ruby was hijacked. At first, the episode seemed to be going normally, but when Ruby calls out for her brother Max, the scene freezes and cuts to black for a quick second before showing Max without his face and this creepy music playing in the back.
Wait, Max!
The hijacker then edited 2 dark circles onto Max's face, before showing a faceless Max and Ruby standing next to a grave with the screen being a blood red color. The next clip shows Ruby staring out of a window directly into the screen with the same dark circles on her face. But the scariest part is when the words RIP brother flashes on the screen multiple times for a quick second, before cutting to what looks like Max reaching out for help.
I would actually scream if that happened to me.
Then the following words play on the screen saying death is our only release, before the episode returns to normal as if nothing happened.
Max? String!
This is definitely one of the creepiest incidents I've seen happen on a kids show. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment kids show if you made it to the end to confuse the others.